Relevant wrestling, the fortunate sons of flipping this. Catch a pilot newsletter cause they're ubiquitous. Wanna hang with these studs? Better pack a lunch or strolling, or catch a spirit Superman punch from Roman. Lady Swoon getting these hands for fortune. Hollywood stars destroyed, only Morgan. Kramer is a pro at the scripts and showing the gifts. When I'm blowing the gift, you catch a moment of bliss. Keith Lee's basking in glory. Stress or falter, if your 5 fingers cross your chest like Walter. Gibraltar status, know the way you're still shook. Best in the world.
Greetings, buzz humans, marks, hipsters, trolls, bros, wrestlebays, and the rest of the relevant wrestling family. It's me, your host, and the humble narrator for this evening's main event, the voice of Relevant Rasslin Productions. This is Joe Fortune, and this is episode 9 of the most relevant and buzzworthy podcast in all of professional and indie wrestling. This is False Finish Productions presents Relevant Rasslin Weekly. Like I said, buzz humans, Joe Fortune here, episode 19. FFP presents RR Weekly Buzz. Happy to be here once again with you, buzz humans. Guys, doing the solo thing on this week's episode, unfortunately, because, Tim, aka Brewery, is let's chalk this up to doing a little field research down in Pennsylvania at a couple breweries for, the upcoming Brewery zine that we'll be working on. And, I do have a confession to make to you, buzz humans. Chris and I had recorded an episode a couple days ago, and unfortunately, when we went back to edit it, we'd only recorded the video, and for some reason the audio did not record. So I don't know if it's an issue with my mic, or was it just an issue with us using Google Hangouts or whatever, but yeah, I decided that I still had to put an episode out for you guys this week, because I love you, buzz humans. So yes, this is, as I said, Weekly Buzz. This is a show where we come together, we ask the tough questions. Are you relevant? Are you buzzworthy? Are you adequately prepared to ride the buzz waves with us? Buzz humans, we are here to cut down the marks, swing our bloody battle axes, give you the old school opinions, tackle the tough topics here. Just a couple of, usually a couple. This time I'm riding the solo tip, but yeah, just some old school wrestling fans here. We give you no nonsense, no bullshit opinions on the hottest topics, rumors, news, results, and relevant happenings in the world of professional and independent wrestling today. That's Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz. Love us or hate us. Buzz humans, we're here for you. Without you, we couldn't do this. But yeah, before we get into it, make sure, want to make sure I let you buzz humans know how you can follow us on social media, where you can find us on there so you can ride those digital buzz waves with us. Buzz humans, we are happy to be part of the False Finish Productions family now. So make sure to check out both of our Facebook groups on facebook.com/relevantwrestling and facebook.com/False Finish Productions. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Relevant Wrestling and at False Finish Pro. Subscribe to our YouTube channels, Relevant Rasslin Productions and False Finish Productions. Check us out all over podcasting platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, TuneIn, Podbeam, Audio Boom. Yeah, we're all over that shit. Check us out on there. You can check out the False Finish Productions flagship show. You can check out Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz. You can check out our other shows, our Joshi Puroresu show. That's our Japanese women's professional wrestling show, I Dream of Joshi. Numbers are up on that one. It's doing really well, so thank you guys for your continued support. And also check out Relevant Rasslin Goes Beyond, which is our show that exclusively covers New England-based indie promotion Beyond Wrestling and its sister promotion, Women's Wrestling Revolution. And speaking of Beyond Wrestling, this weekend on Sunday, September 30th, I will be at their Please Come Back show. Yes, I will be back. That's not for me, but anyway, I will be at Beyond Wrestling Please Come Back this Sunday, 9:30 in Worcester, Massachusetts, 6 p.m. at Electric Haze. This is like a Beyond regulars versus newcomers show, so this should be a really good one to see up and coming talent, see who's going to be buzzworthy and relevant hopefully over the next couple years, who's going to be making those buzz waves. I'll be there chilling with my boy at Hulk Hogan and at Kickout at 1. So yeah, we'll be there doing the damn thing with the Suck Me crew, having a good ass time on a Suck Me Sunday at Beyond Wrestling. Cannot beat that, Buzz Humans. Make sure to check out our relevant reviews on our Facebook group notes section, on the Japanese Puro Ichiban page on WordPress and on falsefinish.com. And make sure to hit us up for your copy of the most interactive wrestling zine on the planet, The Relevant Rag. Issue 3 is out now. Buzz Humans, we got color and nice high quality pages, printed covers on this one, and high quality pages, like I said, on the inside, printed color covers. Some are white, but it's more of like a cream white. I got greens, oranges, blues, pinks, yellows, you name it, reds, all different colors for the biggest issue yet, issue 3. Lots of contributions, shit from me, shit from Tim, from Dan Cassaz, from Chris, but not only from the Relevant Wrestling crew, but we got the debut of the Relevant Rap as penned by the homie John Kramer, aka Jamel Wright. You guys hear parts of that in the intro and the outro of the show every week. We got a lot of artwork from some stuff from Stin Master, Irving Francis, Horsenberger. Yeah, we got some Suzuki Truths in there, and we got a street report from the one and only Joshi boy. So yeah, enough of that, Buzz Humans. Make sure you catch me at a show. Don't catch me outside, catch me at a show, catch me at the matches. Whatever you do, hit me up on social media. Get yourself a copy of The Relevant Rag, the world's most interactive wrestling zine. Check it out, Buzz Humans. Issue 3 is out now. DM me, I'll bring you a copy. Anything left over after the next week or so, I probably will put up for sale. Or put in the archives and try to, have to sell it in the future. Gotta pay the bills, Buzz Humans. This podcast ain't free. And speaking of that, make sure you check out the show description and the links at the bottom so you can head on over to our Relevant Wrestling Pro Shop for all of your buzzworthy wrestling wares. We got some other exclusive zines on there, some Joshi prints, a really cool mixtape. We got a lot of shit going on, so ride the buzzways with us, Buzz Humans. Support Relevant Rasslin Productions and False Finish Productions. Alright, Buzz Humans, me and Chris talked about some cool non-wrestling related stuff that didn't really I think that stuff actually did make that was the part that did record, but we wound up deleting the file. We talked about Lil Wayne's album, Carter 5. How we really weren't big fans of it. It sounded like every song that he had a feature on, he tried to sound more like the artist than just shine on his own. I don't know. Dude did a lot of drugs. I guess these are the effects. Not like we haven't done a lot of drugs either, but still, we're not on that rapper level. We were big fans of Lil Wayne, mixtape Wheezy growing up, smoking a lot of blunts and a lot of car rides, you know, a lot of L rides, but this album just was not the same. About halfway through, Chris and I just put on the Carter 3, and yeah, we give the Carter 5, 1 out of 5 buzz waves. Sorry, Wayne, just wasn't feeling it. We also talked about the Big E Fair. I don't know if you New England area buzz humans are familiar with the Big E Fair. It is the Eastern States Exposition. At a big, I wouldn't even say fairground, but like a big, complex kind of thing. Lots of buildings in Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts. Lots of, different state buildings for each of the states of New England. Bunch of different, they got those gimmicks going on. So the state building gimmicks. They got the, Better Living building with all the freaking, appliances and, shoe shining gimmicks and glasses cleaning and, Ginsu knives and floor mops, all that kind of shit, candy and beef jerky and, markers and little zippy-doo flying things for the kids, all those type of gimmicks. That's the, shopping part of the fair, as Chris would say. But we also got the food portion of the fair. There's food in the state buildings and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But there's tons of food all around the fair. Lots and lots of stands, lots of classic stuff. Some classic stuff that I used to like get down on were like corn dogs and lemonade, little mini fried cinnamon and sugar donuts. We used to get down on these Butcher Boys, these London broil sandwiches, baked potato from the main building. Those are the old gimmicks that we used to really like. This year, me and my family tried a bunch of new stuff. I got a big list of the stuff that we tried here. A lot of the new gimmick stuff was just that. We got worked by a lot of it, as you would at a fair. But a lot of the stuff was good too. Like I had this nice pepper bacon. Stuffed cabbage was pretty decent. A turkey sandwich that had turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce, like a Thanksgiving sandwich. Steak tips with mushrooms, fried pickles, fried donuts, a cherry Danish, chili chocolate, little pepper kind of looking shaped chocolates with ancho chili powder and pepitas, which is pumpkin seeds. Chocolate chip milkshake, mint chocolate chip milkshake. Some of the gimmicky stuff that I wasn't really a big fan of was like this apple fritter with pulled pork on it. This peanut butter and jelly slider that barely had like any jelly on it. It was like dry as fuck. Other than that, everything was pretty good. I just would steer away from like the more gimmicky crap there. But yeah, overall had a great time. Tons of rides and carnival games there and shit. Shoot out the Red Star with the BB gun, water guns, whack-a-mole, ring toss, all the carny gimmick shit. It's a great time. Big E Fair runs like the last 2 to 3 weeks, I believe, in September. Every year we've been going for years and years. I know I mentioned on the last podcast about going to the fair and possibly going again on Sunday before the Beyond show, but that's just not going to be in the cards, budget-wise for me. But, I had a great time there. Tons of rides, big slide gimmick, carnival there, vibe times a million. They got a circus there, all sorts of like stage shows, farm animals, all type of different shit. Farming competitions, everything. Good time. Check it out if you haven't Biggie Fair in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, why are we talking about that? Because this is relevant wrestling weekly buzz. Whatever is buzzworthy to us doesn't always have to be wrestling related. Buzz humans, we gotta switch things up here. Keep it relevant, keep it buzzworthy, keep it moving, grooving. So expect us to start integrating more, current events and just current shit that we're vibing on topics into the show. And not always focus so much on wrestling. But, we do have to talk about wrestling because this is a wrestling podcast at the end of the day. So let's pull up the notes and let's get into the wrestling portion of the show. Buzz Humans, once again, this is False Finish Productions presents Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz. This is episode 19. Thank you, Buzz Humans, for your continued support. Without y'all, we could not do this. So yeah, let's start with New Japan. I know this weekend New Japan returns to San Francisco to the Walter Pyramid. Big show this weekend. We could pull up that match card. Yeah, let's pull that up real quick. We could talk about that in a minute. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about the big swerve at the most recent New Japan show. Geez, guys, I know a lot of you didn't see that coming, but I had been predicting a big angle like this for a while. I've been telling you guys to bet on White, bet on Jay White. He was going to do something big. I thought he was going to win the G1. He did not, but this may have an even bigger impact. With the possibility of him taking the number one contendership for the title shot against Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom away from Tanahashi, because Tanahashi defended the briefcase against Okada and was successful. At the end of the match, Jay White and Gato attacked Okada post-match. Chaos has crumbled from within, Buzz Humans. Jay White has, claimed leadership and, gone full heel with Gato. And he told Tanahashi he's taken the briefcase from him, number one contendership, and he told Okada he's taking leadership of Chaos. He cut a cool promo after the match. Yeah, I have been telling you guys for a while. I know a lot of the old school New Japan fans kind of pissed they've been pushing this Gaijin, but I told y'all Switchblade. Excuse me. I told y'all Switchblade. What'd I say? I even said it on Spot Monkey Radio back when I was, rest in peace, Spot Monkey Radio. We'll be back, Anyway, when I was guesting on Spot Monkey Radio back over the summer, I told y'all big things with Switchblade Jay White. That's all I got to say about that, Buzz Humans. Is Jay White going to take the briefcase from Tanahashi? It will be the first time that that's ever happened, that someone has won the G1 and not gone on to main event Wrestle Kingdom, get their title shot. I know a lot of you say this is some storyline driven shit, but that's what I like in wrestling, so don't get mad that New Japan is trying to appeal to new fans and do new things, alright? Don't be angry. So, Buzz Humans, let's talk about some WWE stuff. I know this is a topic that we've been talking about a lot on the past few shows, talking about WWE legends making their comeback, doing these big international shows. Oh, I didn't pull up the card for the New Japan show, this Fighting Spirit show. Let me go through that real quick, then we can talk about the WWE Legends returning. I got this Fighting Spirit show card here up September 30th, Walter Pyramid. Oh, it's in Long Beach. I said San Francisco. Whatever. First match, ACH, Taguchi, and Liger versus Shoyo and Romero. Second match, Kazarian and Daniels versus Chase Owens and Hangman Page. This is like a fucking Ring of Honor show. Flip Gordon, Chris Sabin, and brand new Ring of Honor TV champion Jeff Cobb versus Chuck Taylor, Beretta, and Goto. Sonata, Evil, and Naito versus Davey Boy Smith, Lance Archer, and Zack Sabre Jr. This is like all fucking tag matches. This is a house show, huh? Kushida and Tanahashi versus Gato and Jay White. That match is going to be dope. Here we go. IWGP Heavyweight Championship Tournament Semifinals match. Ospreay versus Skrull. IWGP Tag Team Championship match. Young Bucks versus the Tongans. Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match. Juice Robinson versus Cody Rhodes. I wonder if Cody will walk out. Double champ, NWA champ, and US champ. And the main event is Ishii and Okada versus the Golden Lovers team of Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. Alright, Buzzhumans, so let's get back to the WWE shit because we got to cover it. Lot of WWE legends rumored to be coming back, confirmed to be coming back. We got this Super Showdown show next week on Saturday in Australia. We have the Crown Jewel pay-per-view coming up in Saudi Arabia. Once again, that's the second Saudi Arabia pay-per-view this year. So we have this match already confirmed that everybody's been talking about. Undertaker versus Triple H. Last time ever. But I wouldn't bet on it being the last time ever because, you know, we've seen that shit before with Rock and Cena. This is from sportskita.com. I'll read this to you guys. WWE Super Showdown is set to be quite the show, with one of the best cards in WWE recently. Yeah, on paper anyway. One of the biggest matches that WWE have been promoting recently is the one between The Undertaker and Triple H. The two legends are set to face each other at the Super Showdown, and the fight between the two is being promoted as the last time they will square off in a wrestling ring, which I already stated was bullshit. Given that the Phenom is likely to retire soon, we've heard that before, and Triple H has embraced his role of management backstage in WWE, neither man can wrestle frequently, and so it seems probable that they will never meet inside the ring in singles competition. Now it appears, it was revealed on the latest episode of Monday Night Raw that while Triple H would have Shawn Michaels in his corner during the match, The Undertaker would have his partner from Brothers of Destruction's day, his brother Kane, in his. With four huge names from the Attitude Era set to be in the same place, this match is sure to be an explosive one. No pun intended, despite Kane being present. That was terrible. Wow. I shouldn't have even read that part. Now, it appears that WWE may be adding another name to the fray. Pictures of a poster have surfaced online which shows, that could be photoshopped, but which shows Stone Cold as the special guest referee for this bout. This is yet to be confirmed by WWE, given the fact that such rumors are a dime a dozen. Thank you, but you're a dirt sheet saying that they're a dime a dozen. It is advisable to take it with a grain of salt. However, if this is true, this is yet another name from the Attitude Era, possibly the biggest one from that time, added to the match, which is already stacked. Stone Cold's involvement is unlikely to be anything more than a referee, given his existing medical conditions, but the WWE Universe may see some stunners nonetheless. Will any of this come to fruition, or was this just another wild rumor? Well, for that, we will have to wait and see. This was from last week, but with 2 weeks to go before Super Showdown, the upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw might reveal more. As of now, there's only one episode of Raw left before this show, and they have not said a damn thing about Stone Cold being there, so I don't know if this is fucking true or not. When Chris and I were talking about this on the original episode, Chris said that this is just like, it's just a reason to, it's a reason to just have another name on the card. There's absolutely no storyline that they could come up with within a week, 5 days, not even before. That's how much time they had between Raw and this pay-per-view. To come up with some type of a viable angle to get Stone Cold involved in this storyline. So other than them just saying Austin's going to be the referee and them doing the business with him at the show, that's what's going to happen. There's no other way, all right? This is just money and influence. This is just a way to get, hey, let's draw more fans in. Let's blow this show out in Australia. I'm sure the show's going to sell out regardless if it hasn't already. It's got to be sold out, right? So this is just to get like names on there. It's just like they did in Saudi Arabia, when they had like that big fucking Royal Rumble at Greatest Royal Rumble, and we had like we also had Undertaker come back on that show, and then we had that big Royal Rumble on there. We had freaking, I don't know, Kurt Angle might have been in it if I remember correctly. Daniel Bryan almost won, right? But Braun Strowman won. But we had Rey Mysterio in there. We had that Babatunde guy. We had that sumo wrestler dude in there whose name I can't even remember. He was as big as Aki Bono. We'll just say it was Aki Bono. Fuck it, put the dude over. Because the Saudi Arabian princes or prince or whatever and his boys, they're fans of the Attitude Era. Respect that. And they said that, they told Vince they wanted like Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, and Yokozuna. They didn't even know those two of those dudes were dead. So I feel like this is like a wild hot rumor. I don't think this is actually gonna pan out. But if it does, it's not anything, more than just to get people interested in watching this show so they could see Stone Cold going to the show if tickets aren't already sold out. And like, shit, man, like it's just to build up to this tag match that's gonna happen, this inevitable tag match of Undertaker and Kane versus Michaels and Triple H, which leads us into our next headline. Shawn Michaels and HBK versus Kane and Taker. I'll read this one to you. This is from WrestleZone News. Super Showdown. Shawn Michaels' return to the ring has been heavily rumored for the Crown Jewel event on November 2nd, and the WrestleVotes Twitter account shared the following about a possible in-ring return for the Heartbreak Kid. Nothing is confirmed yet, and of course we're not going to believe it until it is. But Michaels will be on Raw this Monday and in Triple H's corner when WWE goes to Melbourne for the Super Showdown. And this is a tweet from WrestleVotes. This is from September 26th. Hearing that Shawn Michaels will indeed wrestle more than just the upcoming Saudi tag bout, a one-on-one match versus the Undertaker. A one-on-one match versus the Undertaker is planned. While some wanted at Chase Field for the Rumble, I'm told the discussion is centered around Survivor Series in LA. Alright, Buzz Humans. We've been hearing Michaels is coming back for a while. This is a hot topic that we've been speaking on like the past 3 or 4 episodes of Weekly Buzz. We heard Michaels coming maybe back for up to 5 matches. I had pitched an angle to Chris that he liked, where I thought like maybe, Michaels will, he'll get involved in this match. Undertaker will go over Triple H. Michaels will want to get, revenge, so they'll have the tag match. I could see DX going over in the tag match. Or maybe not. And Michaels, taking a pin from Taker. Michaels saying, well, I want a one-on-one match with you. He has a one-on-one match with Taker at Survivor Series. And he loses to Taker. But in order to get his, mojo back, he winds up having a match against Kurt Angle at the Royal Rumble. And then Kurt can have a match with Brock at WrestleMania. Michaels could have a match with Styles or Seth Rollins or Johnny Gargano, for all you marks out there that probably want to see that. I don't know if I believe that any of that shit's going to happen with Michaels, okay? I was just baiting you guys. There's the swerve. But yeah, it's possible. All the shit that I said I don't think is going to happen with Michaels, even though all the pictures on here, a link to this article, are from the Shawn Michaels vs. Kurt Angle match. So that's what prompted me to come up with that storyline. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why all the legends got to come out of retirement, come back. I guess it's just for the draw, because right now they're just doing whatever the hell they want. They got the Australia money, they got the Saudi Arabia money, they got the contract and the TV deal with Fox Sports. So Vince is just doing whatever it's gonna take right now to bankroll the XFL, and he's got money to spend. And with that said, let's continue on with this topic. Another big money play that I'm reading about. This is from WWF Old School. The Rock making big money. Let's check this out. WWFoldschool.com. So I read this on a couple Facebook pages too. We weren't too sure about this one, but we had actually spoken about this a couple weeks ago on the show, about The Rock potentially coming back to have a match against Roman Reigns, or work a little program with him. So here's just a more recent rumor of that, maybe confirming that, or just adding more heat to that. Let's scroll down here, see what we got going on here. There's a little video of Chris Benoit and Stephanie McMahon. Maybe I'll just play that for you guys instead. No, Saudi Arabia officials offer $20 million for WWF legend to become WWE champion and work their April show. Gee, so they're gonna have WrestleMania next year in April and another Saudi Arabia show, like Greatest Royal Rumble again? I guess so. We previously noted how WWE's big money deal with Saudi Arabia is going to result in the in-ring return of Shawn Michaels at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view on November 2nd. Okay, so I guess it's confirmed that Michaels is coming back. There we go. Saudi Arabia officials are also funding appearances of stars like The Undertaker, HBK. Why is this HBK on there? We know that HBK is Shawn Michaels. Please tell me they know that HBK is Shawn Michaels. I think they mean like stars like Undertaker, Triple H, I think they meant to write. Brock Lesnar, and more. Yeah, more, he's my favorite. To build up... Fuck, that was a good one. He's a Sicilian guy. More to build up or Saudi Arabian Sicilian. Enough with that. Alright, and more to build up the WWE Crown Jewel pay-per-view. We have noted multiple times that the Saudi Arabia officials are big fans of old school wrestlers and requested a number of old school wrestlers to work the Greatest Royal Rumble earlier this year. Yeah, I talked about that before. Thank you. Predictive programming. Well, the Saudi officials now want another big, I like how old school is in capital letters here, big old school star to appear at their show. According to the Dirty Sheets, Saudi Arabia officials want old school legend The Rock to appear as WWE champion at the planned April show in Saudi Arabia, and they have offered to give $20 million for this appearance. Dirty Sheets noted last month that WWF officials have discussed Roman Reigns versus The Rock for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35, and The Rock is reportedly set to make $4 million from that WrestleMania match if it goes down. If The Rock agrees to work Mania 35, then it is also almost certain that he will work the Saudi Arabia show as well and become the champion. That would mean that The Rock would make $24 million in a single month from just 2 matches. Dirty Sheets also noted that if The Rock walks out of the Saudi Arabia show, still the champion, and works SummerSlam 2019, holy shit, they're going with a year-long program here, then The Rock would make a total of $26 million from just 3 matches. No wrestler in the history of professional wrestling has made this much money from just 3 matches. It was noted that Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena have made more than $10 million in a single year, but this much for just 3 matches has never happened before. Geez, Buzz Humans. Michaels, Taker, Triple H, Austin, Rock. A lot of my favorites from the Attitude Era. Do I want to see them in this era? I mean, I don't mind. These are matches that we already saw 15, 20 years ago. Why are they doing them again for fans that don't give a shit now? I don't know. But it's all for the money, right? You got to make the Saudis happy. Play those games, pander to them. Vince, he'll do anything right now to get funding for the XFL. That's what I really think this is all about. So, fuck it, man. Let's have Stone Cold versus Mankind if they're gonna go that route, right? We had Foley back at Hell in a Cell. Now, see, that was cool because there was an angle, with that. But 20 years since the Foley Taker Hell in a Cell. But I don't know. Bringing back The Rock to beat Roman Reigns. I still got beef with The Rock from. I still got beef with Dwayne from when he took the title off of Punk. So I don't want to see him take the title off the Big Dog either. With that said, let's check out this. This is from WrestlingViews.com, which is just crazy because, like we were talking about, WWE keeps making that money, but Raw draws near record low viewers on this past Monday night, despite WWE stock continuing to increase. Now, as reported yesterday, that's what this says. Okay, this is from WrestleView. As reported yesterday, this past week's WWE Monday Night Raw on September 24th drew an average of 2.35 million viewers. That was a 10% drop in overall viewers from last week's show. While the first hour drew the strongest audience of the night, 2.43 million viewers, the final 2 hours drew some of the lowest viewer totals in the history of the show, 2.275 million and 2.281 million. Buzzhumans, they are in dire straits of dropping below 2 million viewers. 2 million viewers. God, sour beers, man, they'll get you. Wow. The last show of the modern era to see the audience dip this low was back on July 9th of last year when the show averaged 2.47 million viewers. The show also set a new low for the modern era in back in September 26th, 2016. No, wait, I'm sorry. The last show of the modern era to see the audience dip this low, right, was back on July 9th of last year when the show averaged 2.47 million viewers. The show also set a new low for the modern era back in 2016. Too many numbers, sorry guys. On September 26th, averaging only 2.4 million viewers, going up against the Donald Trump / Hillary Clinton debate. Despite the dip in viewers for WWE's flagship program, the show continues to rank and perform well among the top 10 shows on cable every Monday night. Well, what else is on Monday night? I don't know. Monday Night Football, right? WWE stock continues to increase. While WWE ratings for Monday Night Raw may be struggling, the company's stock has never been hotter. WWE stock is trending today at $95.69, an increase from $90.10 just a few days ago. As of this report, WWE's current market capitalization is $7.46 billion. I have no idea what that means as far as market capitalization is, but for the stock to increase $5.50 in a couple days, that's pretty big, if you ask me. But something interesting to note, and I don't know if it's because they're looking for, a way out, or this is a sign that they're looking to get out, but back in August and in July, I remember that WWE executive George Barrios sold a big sum of WWE stock for about $10 million. And that's like when WWE stock was declining. And that was kind of like, I think, before everybody was, before everything was set with the, well, maybe not. This says Barrios sold 120. Yeah, back in July. Maybe this is before everything was set with the Fox Sports deal. So the stock was only worth $77 back then. Crazy how it's gone up like almost $20, right? Barrios sold a bunch of stock back then. Also in July, Triple H and Kevin Dunn and Stephanie McMahon sold a bunch of stock. That was in July, when the stock was going under $80. Still, it was still under $80, and yeah, it continued to be under $80 until August. They were selling a bunch of stock too, so maybe at that point in time they knew. I don't know. I don't know how to analyze stocks. I'm not really sure why they sold a bunch of stuff back then. Maybe just to get people interested, and they knew that it was going to increase later on. But I also read the other day that Kevin Dunn had sold a bunch of stock too. I'm going to look that up for you guys. Kevin Dunn sells over, I don't know if oh, here we go. Kevin Dunn sells over $10 million in WWE stock, which is about how much he sold in July, right? WWE, here we go. Let's read this. This is from What Culture. This might give us a little more clarity on this situation. WWE Vice President of Television Production Kevin Dunn has cashed out on well over $10 million worth of WWE stock since July, according to data provided by Fairfield Current. Oh, maybe this is just an update on that earlier story. This is just like a recycled story. All right. Dunn, who currently sits on the company's board of directors, sold 100,000 shares at an average price of $79.18 on July 30th. He followed this up with another transaction. No, this is just a follow-up. Okay, another transaction of 25,000 shares at $86.87 per unit on September 6th, meaning that he has pocketed a total of $10,089,750 from these transactions. Not a bad cut. And before they were saying no wrestler has made $25 million in 3 matches. Okay. This has naturally led to fanciful speculation that the much maligned producer is readying an exit plan. In all likelihood, Dunn is merely capitalizing on WWE's soaring share value. Yeah, that's what I think. Prices have typically sat somewhere between $15 to $20 for the past few years, but the company's recent financial success have seen them soar as high as $91.73 in 2018, and like I just reported that it had gone up to $95 the other day, allowing Dunn and his fellow executives to score massive paydays without ceding too much control. First hired by WWE in 1984, Dunn is now one of the most powerful figures in the company and seemingly untouchable figure under Vince McMahon. Whether that changes when the chairman eventually steps aside remains to be unseen, but don't expect him to leave anytime soon. Great, Bucky the Beaver's there to stay. Let's talk about injuries, Buzzhumans. Couple big injuries on the indie scene. First, we'll start with Joey Janela and Jordan Grace. I mean, those are the only two I have for the indie scene before we talk about the big WWE one. Joey and Jordan, two of the biggest indie stars right now in professional in indie wrestling. Two of the biggest names. Janela injured himself on September 23rd, same night that Jordan injured herself. Not the same show, but Janela at a Game Changer wrestling show in New Jersey, and Jordan Grace at a Nova Pro show in Virginia. Let's go to Cage Side Seats, and we can read this article about Janela. Word went around over the weekend. Oh, this title, Joey Janela absolutely wrecked his knee. That title popped Chris when we did the original recording of this. Word went around over the weekend that indie sensation Joey Janela was injured at a GCW show in New Jersey. Fans were hoping for the best for the bad boy, but he took to Twitter today to share his test results, and he messed up his knee real bad. I will play the sound clip for you guys from the video. I'll play the video, but you guys will be able to hear the sound clip.
Hey guys, trying to be as enthusiastic as possible given the current situation in my life. But this past Saturday at Game Changer Wrestling in Asbury Park, New Jersey, I was wrestling the Psychosis, and it was going great until I hit a cross-body dive to the outside. A move I've hit over 100 times without issue, and this time was a little different. It's not Nicho's fault. I just came down wrong, bad, on my left leg. Badly contorted my left knee. It bent into a position that a human's leg should never bend in. But I got the MRI results back today, and it's something. It's a long list of things. I completely tore and destroyed my PCL. I completely tore and destroyed my MCL. There's an impaction fracture in one of the bones in my knee that I don't know how to pronounce. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of this shit. I'm not a doctor, so don't get on me for that. I have a mild bone contusion in another bone in my knee, a sprain of the fibular collateral ligament. I think I got that right. A partial tear of another ligament, patellofemoral ligament. I have an ACL sprain and a small knee infusion. It's about 8 things. I'm going to need surgery, it seems like. I talked to a few specialists, and I'm going to be out for a long while. I'm going to disappear for a bit. But this summer, the last 2 years have been great. I never thought I'd make it this far in my wrestling career, and when I come back 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months from now, I'm going to be better than ever. Thank you.
All right, Buzz Humans. Well, there it is. You heard it exclusively. Well, not so exclusively. It's on Twitter. You heard it directly from the bad boy, Joey Janela himself. Guys, you know we are huge fans of Joey Janela here at Relevant Rasslin Productions. And I know at False Finish Productions, those guys are big fans of Joey Janela's girl, Penelope Ford. But that's for another show. Yeah, this really sucks. Love Joey. Go to all of, not all of, but most of the shows that he's booked on in the New England area. This really sucks. He is and the New York area. He's the Evolve, he's the WWN champion. It's interesting that Gabe doesn't have any Evolve events booked until December, but as Joey said, he could be out 6 to 10 months, which really sucks. Joey's one of the most passionate guys, I think, in the business, and really proves that just desire and hard work sometimes just beat out talent and natural skill. You could hear in his voice, how bummed he was, and rightfully so. It really sucks. This comes at like the height of his career. But that's usually when these type of things occur, and it's really about how you bounce back. I'm sure he's going to get stripped of the WWN title. Gabe will probably have some type of tournament, or I actually have no idea what's going to happen where that's concerned. It just sucks that this has to happen. Yeah, a lot of positive vibes and well wishes to Joey Janela, the bad boy. Speedy recovery, speedy return. Guys, check out his pro wrestling tee shop. Buy some of his merch. Support the bad boy. Jordan Grace seems like she has not made a full recovery, but is working through her injury. She rolled her ankle at the Nova Pro 4th anniversary show last Saturday in a match in the main event. That match had to be cut short. She was fighting Tracy Williams for the Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, Tim's favorite wrestler, for the Powerbomb.tv championship. She rolled her ankle on that spot. I don't know if it's a spot that spot where Tracy Williams does the hammerlock DDT off the top rope. So yeah, probably a move that they practiced a dozen times, but that's just how it goes down. It seems Jordan is, like I said, working through the injury. She only missed, I think, one show this week. Maybe she didn't miss any shows. She, this Twitter link isn't working right now, which is fine. I could just check on my phone. Yeah, she wrestled this weekend in England. I'm going to pull up her Twitter, like I said. We can see how she's doing. Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace. Yeah, she wrestled yesterday, or well, whenever the recording of this show, when this show comes out, she wrestled at Pro Wrestling Eve on Friday. So yeah, she looks to be working through the injury. I know she was plugging this foot or this ankle brace gimmick that she got off of Amazon.com that was doing wonders for her leg. Looking at her booking schedule right now, she will be wrestling, like I said, she wrestled on the 29th. She'll be wrestling on the 30th tonight. And she will have a week off. And then she'll be back for Glory Pro in Illinois on the 7th of October. So she'll have a week to rehab the leg, 6 days. Then she'll have 5 more days off before she goes back to the UK for another Pro Wrestling Eve and Over the Top Wrestling show. And then she's back to Nova Pro on the 19th of October. So looks like Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, is working through the injury. That's what champions do. That's what fighters do. And we wish her, continued recovery. But speaking of big injuries, and one of the biggest, hottest, most buzzworthy topics of the week seems to be what is going on between Brie Bella and Liv Morgan in the WWE situation with these concussions. Shit, man, let's read this. This is from 411 Mania. You guys probably already know what I'm talking about. Lots of opinions flying around out there on Twitter, on Facebook. But let's read this from 411 Mania. WWE has provided an official... Oh my god, a lot of pop-ups on here. Ooh, White Castle, that looks banging. WWE has provided an official update. Chorizo and egg sliders. Wow. Sorry. WWE has provided an update on Liv Morgan's injury that she sustained on last night. Well, this is not last night, but on this past week's episode of Monday Night Raw in Denver, Colorado. The company confirmed to Pro Wrestling Insider that Morgan suffered a concussion from the kick that Brie Bella delivered during their 6-woman tag match. The statement reads, Liv Morgan has a concussion and is going through the proper protocol under WWE's comprehensive wellness program. Morgan is set to team with her Riot Squad teammates, the Bella Twins, and Ronda Rousey at WWE Super Showdown on October 6th. At this time, there is no word on how Morgan's concussion will affect the match. Buzzhumans, before I give my opinion on this situation, I will play you a couple clips of some veterans and their opinion on this. The first one is from WrestleZone. This is a clip from Bully Ray, aka Bubba Ray Dudley. Says, I'm not going to read this whole yeah, I'll read it to you and then I'll play this. One of the most talked about incidents this week has been Brie Bella Liv Morgan incident, where Morgan unfortunately suffered a concussion due to 2 kicks to the face. Many fans have criticized Bella for the mistake, while some wrestlers have come to her defense. The latest to give insight on the situation is current Ring of Honor star Bully Ray, who talked about it on his Sirius Busted Open radio show. Let's just play this clip, shall we? Hopefully it plays through with no ads. Play media. Here we go.
In the back of the head with a steel chair and put 9 staples in his head. What do you think the repercussion should have been?
I don't even want to know, especially with the Undertaker.
On a personal level, what do you think they should have been with me and Undertaker? A fight in the locker room.
I mean, you would think.
Okay, a fight. He should have been waiting for me and ready to punch me in the face after it happened. On a professional level, what do you think should have happened to me?
You probably should have apologized.
And fired. Or suspended or something. You can't hit somebody in the back with a chair, but let the chair ride too high and hit him in the back of the head. My chair shot was supposed to hit him square in the back. My chair shot went high, and the lip of the chair caught the Undertaker in the back of the head, split him clean open in the beginning of a match, 9 staples. I should have been crucified, right? You know what happened after the match? I went into the locker room, just me and him. He didn't yell. His voice never went above the tone I'm using right now. He politely asked me to sit down, and he then educated me as to why that could never happen again. He didn't threaten me. He told me how it could affect my career when it came to carelessness moving on. It was handled in the most professional of ways. Because he knows, just like I know, and like everybody else knows, it ain't frickin' ballet. Accidents do happen. Mine was a completely careless accident. I know how I made my mistake, but I should have never have made my mistake. What I saw happen the other night with the 2 girls was a little bit of rust and a little bit of inexperience came together in a moment in time. And that's what happened. And it's between Brie and it's between Liv. And really the only people who can talk about it are wrestlers. There is so much negativity on social media with fans. Oh, she botched this and she did this wrong, and people taking her side or burying her and everything like this. You're not the professionals, people. If you think you know how to do it, or you think you can do it better, please become a wrestler.
All right, that's Bully Ray Dudley's take on this situation. And lastly, this is not a clip, but this is a... Oh, no, not lastly. What am I talking about? I got a couple more things on here. This is a clip from Jeff Jarrett about the situation. This is from TMZ.com. Don't feel too bad for Liv Morgan. Injuries like the one she suffered on Raw are part of the job for pro wrestlers. This, according to WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett. Let's play his little clip here. TMZ Sports. Hopefully we don't get any ads. No, we do have an ad on here. Here, I gotta put the volume down on this. Ah, man. There we go. Get that off of there, Buzz Humans. Stupid ad. Yeah, PlayStation ad, whatever. Here we go, Buzz Humans.
And if you don't know what you signed up for when you get into the wrestling industry, it's physical. It is at its very finest art form. It's very, very ad-lib. It's very, very spontaneous. And things are going to happen. I've always thought, been trained, been around. Accidents can happen. Things can happen. If it's a consistent pattern, we got a problem because it is a business. It is a way of living.
In your own career, what's the craziest injury or anything that stands out to you?
It's got to be, on Nitro, we did a episode one night one night I wrestled George Animal Steel and another legend, but Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, he did, and they recreated his famous dive off the top of a cage. And man, he climbed up there and, looking up at Jimmy standing on top of the cage, and he was no spring chicken at the time. I knew it was a risk. I willingly stepped in the ring, took a risk. Had I known what was going to transpire, I definitely would have reconsidered. But it's part of the risk. And you take a 250-pound man, jump on another man, it's like a sack of potatoes. It wasn't so much the body blow, but it was a whiplash. And my head bounced off the mat. If you go back and watch the tape, and I don't like to do that, my head is like double bounced off the ring, and I had a concussion. And I remember going to that happened in Buffalo. And I had to go to Erie the next night, and man, just excruciating pain. And they did the test on me, and I can remember they didn't even want me to fly, but I flew home, and I was out for a period of time. And it's just one of those things. Head injuries are for real, and the consistent head injuries are life-threatening.
What was Jimmy's reaction? I'm sure in everything that happens, there's an opponent. There's someone on the other side who's done this damage. How did he react to that?
Jimmy, he gave me the brother. You okay? But I didn't even know it was that serious. I didn't even know that I wasn't talking in the dressing room and got dressed. But I do remember, the light sensitivity happened. But again, Jimmy, a veteran, long-time main eventer. It's part of the territory. He knew that I knew what I was getting into, so there wasn't any apologies. Wasn't need for any apologies. It's just one of those things that happened. And that night, I'm sure he didn't know how serious it was because I did.
Alright, Buzz Humans, this is the last clip I have here. Not a clip, but it is a tweet. And this is from WrestleZone. I guess they're on mandatory now. .com now. Gail Kim defends Brie Bella after Liv Morgan injury. While many have criticized Brie Bella after Liv Morgan's unfortunate injury that took place during Monday Night Raw, several pro wrestlers have come to the superstar's defense. All right. Now you can count Impact Hall of Famer and WWE veteran Gail Kim as one of them. I'm sure it was an accident, Kim wrote, responding to a fan that asked her if she had seen the Liv Morgan injury. Yeah, this is what the tweet says. I'm sure it was an accident. We are in the world of professional wrestling, after all. Injuries unfortunately happen. All right, Buzz Humans, I'm not going to talk too much on this because I'm not obviously I'm not a wrestler. I've never been in a wrestling ring. I've never trained. I don't know what it's like. But I'm just going to note a couple obvious things that I saw happen on Monday Night Raw. And you guys can take it for what it's worth. This comes in light of WWE. You know, I don't even think they settled it. I think they won and dismissed, actually, that court case, the big lawsuit, concussion lawsuit, all those cases. So WWE won on that front, right? They are not responsible for all this bullshit, CTE, all of this bullshit and CTE that happens to people because of all, the headshots, the headbutts, the chair shots, the pile drivers, etc. So, WWE had that in their corner, so I could see how they could brush something like this off. What I noticed during the match, though, was after this happened, you could noticeably hear Ruby Riott yell out, "She's out," which pretty much indicated that she knew that Liv was knocked out. Now, I know that Ruby and Liv and Sarah Morgan are friends, shoot friends in real life. You could just see it on their social media. They, came up in NXT together, and, they're put together immediately in WWE, so they are, obviously they're very concerned for one another when something happens in a match. The match kind of continued when, kept going, and they still kept Liv in the match, after she'd been knocked out. They had to get her in place to do that triple suplex spot. So there was that. They also kind of just pulled her off to the side. And the thing I noticed that really pissed me off, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this, is Michael Cole even said on commentary, "Oh, it looks like Liv Morgan was knocked out and they took her to the back." They didn't even fucking take her to the back, because you could see the girls in the corner by the timekeeper up against the barricade holding her, checking on her. So I don't know, man. If you're gonna have I don't know where's your protocol when you can obviously tell that someone's been knocked the fuck out in a match, and you just have them continue, and then you try to put over on the mic that they're taken to the back to receive medical attention, and they're just laying on the fucking side of the ring, trying to get revived by their stablemates. I don't know, Buzz Humans. We could probably do a whole show about this, but it is what it is, right? Accidents do happen, but the way that you handle the situation is really what's important, I think. So, with that said, let's move on to something more positive, something cool. Let's talk about some upcoming shows. Buzz Humans, I've been plugging this show recently to the rest of the crew as All In Northeast. Just a little rib that we got here. All in New York City. All in New York, even though it's not in New York City. This show is going to be in Hudson Valley. This show is put on by NEW. This is a Mike Lombardi show. You just got to put the dude over. He's been doing it is Mike Lombardi, right? Let me make sure. I don't want to. Oh, it might be Steve Lombardi. If it's Steve Lombardi, I apologize. I botched my man's name. Let's check this out here. Northeast Wrestling. Let's see here. Sorry, Buzz Humans. Anyway, this big show coming to our area, Northeast Wrestling. We have let me pull this shit up and stop stalling for you guys. What the fuck am I doing? Here we go, Buzz Humans. Let's pull up this Facebook link right here. Michael Lombardi. My bad. Like I said, off rip. Here we go. Northeast Wrestling returns. Let's get into it, Buzz Humans. Here we go. Episode 19. Weekly Buzz. Rasslin Productions presents Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz. Here we go, Buzz Humans. Last segment of the show. We'll talk about upcoming shows, like I said. Northeast Wrestling returns to the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, New York on Friday, November 9th for their 23rd anniversary event, Redemption, sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, featuring the one and only Kenny Omega. That's right, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion in action as he takes on Rey Fenix, the Triple-A Mega Campeon, in a first-time ever dream match, plus Rob Van Dam, Pentagon 0M versus Darby Allin. Jack Swagger, a.k.a. Jake Hager, defends the NEW Championship. We got Brad Hollister versus I think it's Hollister versus Hager. We got PCO. I think it might be PCO versus Brad Hollister. Holy crap. Anyway, we got David Arquette versus King Brian Anthony in a no disqualification match. We got a former WCW World Heavyweight Champion on this card. Wow. We got Hale Collins, JT Dunn, like I said, PCO. We got Josh Briggs. Guys, big show. Like I said, Darby versus Pentagon Jr. Autograph session with Kenny Omega. Get your meet and greet items now at northeastwrestling.showclicks.com. Tickets on sale. Same link. Starting only at $35, Buzz Humans. northeastwrestling.showclicks. That's northeastwrestling.showclix.com. At the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, New York. We went to a couple NXT shows over there over the past couple of years. Good venue, good location, classic WWF canon location. Early episodes of Monday Night Raw, and I think maybe like some Saturday night show were filmed there. Yeah. Kenny Omega in New York. There you go, Buzz Humans. Before WrestleMania weekend. Dig on that. We'll try to go to that show November 2nd. Wow. Speaking of WrestleMania weekend, Buzz Humans, holy crap. It seems that a lot of promotions already throwing down their schedules, throwing their name in the hat, putting it out there that they will be doing shows during WrestleMania weekend next year in April in the New York and New Jersey area. I got my notebook right here. I wrote out a schedule of what's been confirmed so far and which promotions have also been hinted at or confirmed that they will be running shows, but have not done have not confirmed dates yet. So far we have let's talk about some of the big groups that are going to be doing shows. WrestleCon will definitely be doing their set of shows. I'm usually a WWN loyalist, and this year under the WWN banner it's going to be Shimmer, Evolve, and Kaiju Big Battle as always, conspicuous by their absence, and Drew Cordero said they're not going to be running a show because it's just going to be unfair to the wrestlers and the fans, and it's just probably not going to go over. Beyond Wrestling is not going to be a part of, unfortunately. I know, sucks because we do a Beyond Wrestling show, but I'm sure they'll do something to make up for it. Not going to be part of WrestleMania weekend. But WWN has added a couple new names to Progress Wrestling, not on there either. That sucks. I don't know if they're going to be doing any shows. But WWN has added a couple new promotions to their lineup. WXW out of I think they're out of Germany. will be having their debut U.S. show, as well as DDT from Japan. Now, I know a lot of people were worried that it would not be an authentic DDT show, but Gabe has assured us that he will have no hand in the booking of the WXW and the DDT shows, and they'll be as authentic as possible and true to their booking nature. So check those out if you can. Yeah, right. There's just so much other shit going on. Usually Game Changer Wrestling in the past has been a part of WWN, but now they're standing alone as the Game Changer Collective. Wow. Who's been announced as a part of the Game Changer Collective so far? Well, IWS Hardcore, of course, Game Changer themselves. AIW, yeah, that's what we got so far. Now, let's run this schedule. No, let's not run this schedule down yet, because Nova Pro Wrestling has also confirmed they'll be doing at least one show that weekend. And I'm also hearing now that maybe Japanese women's promotion, Joshi Puroresu promotion, Stardom, may be doing a show during Mania Week. So, geez, Buzzhumans. What we have confirmed so far, Thursday, April 4th, we have an 8 o'clock show, or it's like 7 o'clock show, 7 or 8 o'clock, yeah, 7 o'clock probably, 7:30, whatever, evening show, MLW, you know, Court Bauer's promotion, big fan of MLW, love their shit on YouTube, all their shows you can find on YouTube, even their big events. They'll be running in New York next week, doing their Fury Road pay-per-view, or Supercard, whatever you want to call it. Midnight show on Thursday, AIW. Friday, running against each other at the 8 p.m. slot, we have WrestleCon's first time ever Joey Ryan's Penis Party going up against Game Changer Wrestling's Joey Janela's Spring Break number 3. And a midnight show, Black Craft Wrestling. I believe Black Craft Wrestling is associated with the Black Craft clothing line, and Tyler Black, Seth Rollins, Wrestling School, Black and Brave. Yeah, that's what I believe. No, that's who I think is behind that. Saturday, 3 p.m. afternoon show, IWS Hardcore. Nighttime, 8 p.m. We got ROH and NXT. And of course on Sunday, Wrestlemania. So those are the shows that are confirmed so far. Oh boy, Buzzhumans, I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. I know I said I was not going to do as many shows this year, but there's a lot of promotions I want to check out. So I'll probably do 2 shows on Thursday, 3 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and then just chill at Relevant Rasslin Productions studio with the crew on Sunday to watch Mania. It's going to be a wild week, but I will be down there repping for False Finish Productions and Relevant Rasslin Productions. And yeah, it should be a good time. A lot of shows will be in New York, and a lot of shows will be in Jersey. The shows in Jersey won't have to adhere to a strict athletic commission, so I can only imagine that Game Changer Wrestling will probably be doing some sort of a deathmatch tournament or deathmatch show. If they aren't going to be doing one themselves, then IWS Hardcore on Saturday will obviously be doing something extreme. Promotions that play by the rules a little bit more and aren't as extreme and hardcore, like the WrestleCon shows and the WWN shows, those will probably run in New York. Actually, we know that a lot of the WWN shows will be running at La Boom in Queens, where Evolve and Shimmer usually run when they're in that area. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. A little New York versus New Jersey thing going on over Mania weekend. Yeah, will be awesome. I'll be down there doing the damn thing, getting wrestle faded asking you buzz humans, are you relevant? Are you buzzworthy? Are you ready to ride those buzz waves with us to WrestleMania weekend? Well, WrestleMania week. Geez, buzz humans, looking over the notes now, we got check marks next to all of the topics. Awesome. We've covered everything. I was able to rebound without my tag team partners Tim and Chris. Sorry we botched the recording of the original version, me and Chris. Maybe it's because Tim wasn't here. I don't know. Bad juju. We'll see. Tim will be back next week. Hopefully we can have a guest next week. Tim, Hulk Hogan's coming for you, brother. I'll be seeing him tomorrow at Beyond Wrestling. So, yeah, he might have a message for you, brother. He might be coming on the show next week, brother. Big show next week for episode 20. Buzz humans, wow. Let's plug the social media once again and give our thank yous, and then we can get the hell out of here and enjoy some matches for the weekend. Buzz humans, this has been episode 19 of False Finish Productions presents Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz, the most relevant and buzzworthy podcast in all of professional and independent wrestling. Make sure to check out all of our social media so you can ride the social check out all of our social media so you can ride those digital buzzwaves with us. We're happy to be part of the False Finish Productions family. So support both of us by checking us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all over podcasting platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, and Audio Boom. Check out our relevant reviews on falsefinishproductions.com, on the Japanese Pro Ichiban page on WordPress, and on our notes section on our Facebook group page. Hit us up for your copy of the most interactive wrestling zine on the planet. The Relevant Rag, issue 3, is out now. Buzz humans, hit me up, get on the mailing list. Got a couple copies. I reprinted a few copies of back issue 2. So if you haven't gotten that one, hit me up. I'll send that out to you. You can get a little 2-pack there, issue 2 and 3. Check out the Relevant Rasslin Pro Shop. Link is in the description. That's our big cartel shop with some more of our cool projects on there that you can pick up. Shit, buzz humans. Gotta give thank yous to our Relevant Wrestling crew. Lots of relevant love and buzz to Tim, Chris, Jake, Dan, Jeremy, Tyler, and all the rest. Big shout outs to False Finish Productions and Spot Monkey Radio. Greco, Tony, and Brandon, love you guys. Big shout outs to Austin and Bob at IcoPod. Buzz humans, I did record a watch along episode with Austin and Bob the other day. Not sure when that episode will be out. Should be out in before the end of the month. No, I don't know if it will be before the end of the month. That wouldn't give them very much time at all. Before the end of the year. We watched an old school WWF Coliseum video together. Well, not together, but we watched it through the network together and, talked along, did some commentary of our own, shared some stories. It was a good time. I can't wait to do it again. Do the IcoPod thing with the Ico Bros and have the Ico Bros on the Relevant Wrestling show on the Weekly Buzz soon. So, yeah. If you guys want to be guests too, hit us up. We'd love to have, some of you buzz humans on here. Guys, got to plug Tim's page for all your wrestling-related craft beer reviews. That's Bruiser Brody, BREWSIR _BRODY on Instagram. Gotta plug Hulk Hogan, HULLKOGAN, for all the cool artwork. Tenacious Tyler for the flyers. and the False Finish crew. The Suck Me crew, I will see you motherfuckers on Sunday at Beyond Wrestling. Everyone who has helped out and contributed with the Relevant Rag, and of course, last but certainly not least, my man responsible for, and you hear it in the background, the Relevant Rap. That's Jamel, John, Kramer, Wright, Buzz Humans for False Finish Productions and Relevant Rasslin Productions. Kayfabe may be dead, but originality and diversity are not. Relevant Rasslin Productions. It is always relevant to us. Damn it.
Best for business.
Peace.
Feel the bang. Wrestling. Who's next? Wrestling. We the people. Wrestling. What's up with that? Wrestling. That's how I roll. Wrestling. Top guys out.